Quick question. When a seed finally cracks open on the ground, dark, no applause, with nobody watching, does it stop being a miracle just because no one filmed it? Because that is where some of us are right now. We've done the hard part already. We say it's not too late. We actually believed it. We even started, and now we're on the ground in the quiet, wondering why it doesn't feel like a breakthrough yet. Stay with me. This part is where it gets really good. Welcome back to Fly with Spice. I'm your girl, Abibat, and this is where we talk about faith, life, and you. And if you caught our last conversation, it's not too late. You already know where we are picking up from. That episode was permission. This one is process. Because here is the truth nobody warns you about. Believing it's not too late is the very first step. Living like it's not too late, that is the actual assignment. That is harder. That is slower. That is less Instagram caption, more Tuesday afternoon where no one is checking on you. So today we're not convincing you to start anymore. You've started. Today we're talking about what happens after you've started, the becoming. Get comfortable and let's get talking. I'm going to be honest about something. Starting over feels good for about 1 week. Then the newness wears off and you are just in it. You know, that gym membership, the business plan, the new relationship after healing, the return to school, the marriage prayer, the fresh page in your journal. It stops feeling like a movie moment and starts feeling like maintenance. And in that gap, a lot of people quietly go back, not because their dreams died, but because becoming is unglamorous and nobody prepared them for that part. So, can we talk about becoming for a second? Because it's biblical and it's beautiful and it's not supposed to be instant. Let's look at Joseph. The dream came first. He was maybe 17 at the time he had the dream, but the becoming, that took 13 years of Joseph's life. It took years. The pit, the false accusation, the prison cell he did not deserve. God did not rush his process. And Joseph didn't get a progress bar that was telling him how much longer he had to run. He just had to keep being faithful in the dark parts. And when his moment finally came, it wasn't smaller because it took time. It was bigger because the weight builds the character the promise required. That is what I want you to hear today. The wait is not punishment. The wait is preparation. You aren't stuck. You are being shaped. There is a difference. And your soul knows the difference even when your patience doesn't. Philippians 1 verse 6 says, it puts it so gently. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Not he started it and left you halfway to finish it. He's carrying it right now, today, in whatever quiet, unglamorous season you're in. That verse is still very true, still very valid. The work did not stop just because you didn't see it moving. And here is something I need you to release. Becoming does not require you to have it all figured out. Romans 12 tells us to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, not by having a 5-year plan color coded and laminated. Transformation is renewing, meaning it happens in layers, in mornings, in small obedience decisions and steps that nobody claps for. You don't need the whole staircase visible. You just need the next step and grace for the one after that. I think about Second Corinthians 5:17 a lot these days. The other day, I even found myself reciting it out because it just came to me like that. If anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. Not will come eventually if you perform well enough, has come already. Which means the becoming you're walking through isn't you earning a new identity. It's you growing into the one that is already yours. You aren't auditioning for the new. You already got the parts. You are just learning your lines. So if you are in the messy middle right now, half healed, half built, and half brave, I need you to hear this. That is not failure. That is becoming caught mid motion, and it's holy. The caterpillar doesn't apologize for the cocoon stage. It just trusts the process it can't see the end of. And to that person wondering if their becoming is coming too slowly compared to someone else's timeline, Galatians 6 verse 9 has your name written on it. Let's not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we'll reap the harvest if we do not give up. Proper time, not your time, not comparison timeline, proper time. The one God already calculated with more wisdom and more love than the countdown clock ever could. Starting was never the finish line, it was the doorway. And now that you are through, it's not too late. Becoming is just one obedient decision and step one day after another, trusting that the same God who called you out is the same God carrying you through. You are allowed to be in progress. You are allowed to not have arrived yet. You are allowed to still be healing while you're still hoping, still building, while you're still believing. None of that disqualifies you. All of that is becoming. And becoming is the whole point. Don't shrink back into the whole version of you just because the new version feels unfinished. Unfinished is not the same as untrue. Keep working, keep becoming. It is happening, even on days that does not feel like it. That is it for today's conversation, my dear friends. And honestly, this one felt like a hug I also needed to give myself. If you're here in the becoming, doing the quiet, unseen work, welcome. Genuinely welcome. Welcome to becoming. Welcome to living like it's not too late, not just believing it. If this met you where you are, subscribe so we keep growing this space together. Share this with someone who is in their own messy middle right now and needs to know that it's not weird, it's not slow, it's just becoming. And comment and tell me, what's that small thing that you are becoming right now? I want to celebrate with you, no matter how small you think it is. Until next time, this is Fly with Spice, and I'm your girl, Abibat. Keep becoming. Keep living like the promise is already true, because it is. I'll see you right here next time, a little further along. Welcome to becoming. Welcome to living. God bless you. And bye for now.